This is the story of the recent time. But in the past, we had the Etruscans and the Romans that were making...
a little bit in the past.
Yeah, a little bit in the past. Like 3,000 years ago.
Yeah, just a few years back.
Few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Italian Wine Podcast. Chin Chin with Italian wine people.
Welcome to another installment of On the Road Edition, hosted by Stevie Kim. Today she's with the two owners, brothers Niccolò and Bernardo Barberani, at the Barberani winery in Baschi in the Italian province of Orvieto. Stevie will taste their wines and learn more about the history of their winery.
Hi, my name's Stevie Kim and welcome back to Mama Jumbo Shrimp, which is the sister channel of Italian Wine Podcast. And today we are in Umbria, and specifically we are with the Barberani family, and it's the same name. The winery is called Barberani. So, and we're here. To my left we have Bernardo, and to my right is Niccolò. So let me ask, I've been walking it, Niccolò, you're the winemaker of the family?
Awesome.
Okay, so you are doing the winemaking and you are basically selling it, right?
Yes.
All the commercial side and the marketing, which I might say may not be the easier job necessarily, right? Bernardo, can you just give me an overview of how many wines you have?
Yes, it's a historical company since 1961, and we concentrate on what we really like and what is very typical of our area. So very indigenous grapes and very organic farming, beautiful organic farming. We do Orvieto wines.
What does that mean, Orvieto wines?
It is the most famous white wine of Central Italy. It's a beautiful, drinkable white wine, straw yellow color, low alcohol and beautiful drinkability with a nice fruitiness and a very crisp and mineral taste. It's very, very enjoyable. It's fresh summer white wine.
Okay, so how many wines, how many labels do you have?
We produce more or less 5 labels every year, but then we have some specials sometimes that we really like to produce. Today we are tasting something very special. You know, Orvieto is one of the little spots in the world where you can make the beautiful noble rot.
Right, and that's because you have the microclimatic situation. We have the lake,
Yes,
and then we also have the wind, we have the sun, we have the fog, we have all the secret ingredients for our noble rot.
It's a beautiful mixture and it's a fantastic balance. You know, the fog in the morning, the sunshine in the evening, and the wind that clears very, very well the fog away makes the perfect condition for the noble rot to develop around the grape.
So what are the grapes that are made
The
from this
grapes are the most typical. Grechetto and Trebbiano Procanico, that is a very special variant of the Trebbiano with a small fruit and much more concentrated and acid. And in particular, when they are together, they really play very well and makes a game between the apple and the peach. So it's a really nice taste in your mouth.
So it's basically Procanico?
Mainly it's Grechetto, to tell you the truth.
Grechetto?
Yes.
What are the percentages?
In this wine, Grechetto will be even 90%.
Okay.
Because we need a little more structure on the skin of the grape, because the rot can be very aggressive. So we need a particular resistant skin of the fruit. But also the Trebbiano plays a nice role, giving a lot of minerality and acidity to the wine.
So is Procanico considered an aromatic grape variety?
They are not considered aromatic, neither Grechetto and Trebbiano, but when the noble rot develops around it, it gives so much to the wine and they become very aromatic.
change. So we are now going to taste 4 vintages. Is that correct?
Yes, it is correct.
Okay.
We are tasting
Of the same wine?
of
Or
of the same wine.
Okay.
The current harvest is the 2019, and then we are tasting some 17, some 14, and some 2012. So it's a 10 years old white wine from central Italy. The particular thing is that this wine is very long lasting. It's beautiful when it's young, but it's even more fascinating when it gets a little older.
So let's go through this vertical tasting right now. So I'm starting on my right, which is the youngest
2019.
vintage. 19. Okay. All right. So tell us, do you want to tell us a little bit about this wine?
Yes, the 19, it's a beautiful harvest. It was a vintage that was very well balanced between the rain and the sun. And the late harvest of the botrytis was a little bit late, I would say. So we start harvest the botrytis wine during the November. And so it develops in a late way, but beautiful way. You see the wine is well balanced. You feel this beautiful fruitiness in the beginning of your mouth, and then this incredible crisp acidity that is at the end cleaning your mouth. The wine it's very long, but at the same time it's very enjoyable, very drinkable. Alcohol percentage of all the wines, it's around 12.5, so it's not a heavy white wine. It's incredibly elegant, but at the same time incredibly complex.
It's phenolic as well.
Yes, it is. It is. You feel these beautiful tropical fruits, these beautiful spices in your nose and in your mouth, this honey. But at the same time, you will feel in the other wines that those flavors in time will grow more and more.
What kind of vessels are you using with this? Just stainless steel? Is it?
No, the wine is fermented in stainless steel, and at the end of fermentation, we put the wine in the big barrels, 28 hectoliters that you saw before,
Right.
in the wine cellar for 1 year, and then after that there is a minimum at least 2 years of evolution in the bottle, which is very, very important for those wines. Very important.
And how many bottles are you making of this Luigi and Giovanna?
We are making around 15,000-20,000 bottles per year.
You know, sometimes when you drink an important white wine, your mind, you always go to a buttery taste, a very alcoholic and heavy and strong wine with personality. This area expresses something different. This area expresses wine that are very drinkable, very enjoyable. So even the most important wine from Barberani is not that heavy. It's a beautiful elegance and a really, really nice minerality in your mouth.
So let's go on to the next.
17.
Yeah, the 17.
We have 2 years more in the wine. So it's you will see you will feel the developing of different flavors. You have more spices, more saffron in your nose, more white pepper in your mouth. The wine has a more well-organized structure. You feel that the sugar and the acidity are playing way, way better in an incredible way together. Wine is still very vibrant, very alive, I will say, and the structure it's incredible, really it is.
What kind of harvest was this, 2017?
17 was a more cold and rainy harvest. So the aromatical side of the wine is getting out way more. Usually when we have some harvests that are a little bit too rainy, for this wine it's better compared to the other Italian wines, you know, because the noble rot, the botrytis, it's growing in an amazing way with the humidity. And so you will find out that in the next wine, the 14, which is famous to be a not very good harvest, for us it was an incredible, really, really incredible harvest.
Just to clarify, these 2 vintages, same winemaking.
Yes.
Okay, and same percentage of grapes.
Yes.
And same type of noble rot.
Exactly.
Which one?
Grapes are always Grechetto and Trebbiano. We mix them.
So you mix
We
them together.
yes,
They're
we
both
mix them.
noble rots.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we mix
I
them
didn't
together.
understand that.
Yeah, no, we mix
All right,
them
let's
together.
go
This is
to
very important.
let's go to the 14.
Yes. And we have a little bit older wine.
Yeah,
the
you
color,
can tell that the color.
It's a little bit darker.
You know, the name of this wine is a dedication to our father and our mother for our 50th anniversary of the company. But also there is a little secret because Luigi represents the Grechetto grape, the character. Our father is a very strong Capricorn man from Umbria. And Giovanna represents the 5% late harvest grape that we live in the vineyards. We forget in the vineyards. We wait until the noble rot arrives and we bring Giovanna back to Luigi. So from the marriage of the noble rot and the Grechetto of Giovanna and Luigi, it comes a beautiful love story like this wine.
Is this wine, the 14, is it to drink now or is it going to get better?
It's a wine that you can drink it now in an amazing way, but it's getting better. You will
How
feel-
many more years can it still
in
improve?
our experience, minimum 15 years. So
15?
more 7-8 years more, no problem.
I'm going to go to the next wine now.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is,
2012,
okay, so it's 10 years.
Luigi
10
and
years old
Giovanna,
wine.
10 years old. So many people ask us why there is this salinity in the wine, and the secret is underground. When we dig our soil, we find shellfish from million years ago. And the saltiness of the soil, it comes direct in your glass of wine. And it's so beautiful, so enjoyable. So 2012 now really gives you a blast of noble rot. It's really great explosion of tropical and spiciness together with the fantastic elegance and nice drinkability.
So let me ask you a question. Would you consider your wines, I know of course they're organic, they're certified organic, natural wine or vegan wine?
They are also certified vegan.
So they are all certified vegan?
Yes.
Okay.
The company is certified.
We don't use any animal proteins in our wines, which is very important for us and respectful. I'd say natural wines, there's no meaning in that for me. It's just a way to say or to...
It's very artisanal wine.
They're artisan wines, I would say that, yes. We produce our wines with our hand. We are in the vineyards every day. We are in the wine cellar morning and night testing our wines and make them develop and drive them in the right way, but not forcing them, which is very important. We are making the wine with a lot of respect of the nature, on the wine itself, and more important of the people that are drinking our wines. So there's just one little surprise. One last thing.
Okay.
Our Botrytis sweet wine. Noble rot sweet wine.
Okay.
The Calcaia.
Okay.
The Calcaia, it's a flag for
100%.
us. Yes. If you come to Orvieto, you must drink the Calcaia. Try the
Okay,
Calcaia.
so we'll try the Calcaia.
This is a 100% Botrytis wine, Noble rot, made again with Grechetto and Trebbiano Procanico, but the harvest it's very long for this wine. We start harvesting the grape during October, and sometimes we finish in December. We just pick up the right berries, and then we left the others in the vineyard. Then we come back after 1 week or 10 days. So the production is really, really hard to do, but the result, it's incredible because it's a dessert wine, it's a sweet wine, but it's not that sweet, it's not that sticky, it's very elegant. And the Noble rot preserves the acidity in the late harvest grapes. And so you will feel this incredible balance between the acidity, the sugarness, and the alcohol, which is just around 10.5.
Is this something new you're doing or no?
This is an historical wine, I'd say, of Umbria and Italy. It's more than 40 years that we are producing the Calcaia.
The first harvest was 1986, the official first harvest of Calcaia, but my father was experimenting noble rot since the 70s here in Orvieto. And the great thing, you know, when you talk about noble rot, you always think about the Sauterne wine. And this is a Sauterne style wine because it's a late harvest, sugar, but also it's a very original and typical wine because it's made with the Grechetto and Trebbiano grape, so there is no aromatic grapes, but 100% noble rot taste.
Okay, and what do you eat with this noble rot? Because you can't drink it alone, right? I mean, it needs food.
You know, it's you can drink it alone if you like, but with the food it gets the best out of it.
So what would
you know?
how would you pair this?
It's fantastic with our local specialties like truffle and mushrooms. This will be fantastic. But also it's a great combination with fish.
With fish,
I always
pair it
think
with fish?
about crustaceans like lobsters and shrimps, but also spicy food is really fantastic. And even the local food, the typical recipe, it's a rabbit, game, this wild animal, so you can have a very good combination with them.
Okay, my mouth is watering. I'm getting hungry. All right, so that's it. It's a wrap, and hope to see you guys soon in Umbria. And here, this town is called?
Orvieto.
Orvieto.
Is this officially Orvieto?
This is
No, that's this small town.
the small town is Baschi.
Baschi, it's in the province of Orvieto.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
Okay, that's it. Chin chin. Let's
Ciao.
cheers.
Salute.
Cheers.
Salute.
Chin chin with Italian wine people. Ciao ragazzi.
And that's a wrap. For more fascinating interviews from the world of wine, go to ItalianWinePodcast.com or find us on SoundCloud, Himalaya, Spotify, or wherever you get your pods. Chin chin, and thanks for listening.